An investigation is underway to determine the cause of a deadly house fire overnight in Greenwood. The flames broke out just before 11 Thursday night at a house on the east side of the town.
Greenwood Fire Chief Mark Sabota said one person was killed during the fire and their identity is unknown at this time. Volunteer firefighters from 4 different agencies were called in to fight the fire. The State Fire Marshal's Office and Cass County Sheriff's Office are both investigating the fire, including the cause and the amount of damage done. Chief Sabota adds that both agencies are working to determine what led to that fatality.